I would put it this way. Whatever you think, whatever it is in your mind that you say that the Almighty can do, He can. Whatever it is in your mind right now that you say that the Almighty can do, because you know He's Almighty, right? Whatever that is that you say it is that He can do, He can make anyone be that as well, right? He can make anyone become that. Whatever it is you believe the Almighty is, He can give that same ability to anyone that He chooses to do to give it to. Now this is the thing. This is where you're gonna realize that, bro, don't nobody know the power of God. Like His Son perfectly and righteously said about the Father, you do not know the power of God. So what I just said, right? Whatever it is you believe, now I'm going to tell you what it is. But whatever it is you believe that the Almighty can do, He can make anybody else become that as well. Now that you have that in your mind, right? Picture how powerful the Almighty has to be so far above what He can make others become that they don't even come close to Him. Like try to understand what I'm saying. So you say the Almighty is all knowing, all powerful, right? Um, he is like everlasting. He is all of the above, right? Well, He can make anyone be that too. Ignore the noises. He can make anyone become that too, and they would still not be on His level. They will still not be on His level. So I really want you to pay attention to what I'm saying. He can make anyone be what you already feel the Almighty is. The Almighty can make anyone become that if He wants to. And they will still not scratch the surface of what the Almighty Himself is. You starting to get the picture of who the Almighty really is? That's why Christ said, you don't know the power of God. Like you think you know. You think when you say, yeah, He's Almighty, I can grasp what Almighty, bro, nah. See, God isn't almighty. He is above that. He can make someone almighty if He wanted to. He gives power. Like, because remember, if you say God is all powerful, then but what is power though? God God is not power. God gives power. He gives power. You know what I'm saying? He isn't all knowing. He gives knowledge. He's not wise. He's the one who gives wisdom. You know what I mean? Like he isn't the things that we describe Him as. But since we are earthly beings and power is earthly things, is physical things, it is just to understand, like God has a throne in heaven, but He doesn't really have a throne. It's just that He's a king. But since kings on earth have thrones, by the prophet saying that God is on His throne, it just means that God is a king. But God gives kingship. So He is more than a king if He can give kingship. You know what I'm saying? So bro, like the Almighty is way more than Almighty. And people think they know who His Son is, but they don't know who His Son is, and they definitely don't know the Father. And keep in mind what the name Yehovah means. God's name, Hebrew, the Tetragrammaton. You know what it means? It means that He simply is. He is. Right? He is. And He can be whatever He needs to be to fulfill His purpose, and He can make His servants become whatever He wants them to be to fulfill His purpose. Meaning, He can make you almighty if He wanted to. Do you know what He's going to give the 144,000, each of them? He's going to give them life within themselves. They are going to be eternal like God Himself. Just because they are eternal doesn't mean they are now on the same level as God. No, you're getting it twisted. You know what I mean? God can make you whatever He wants to make. If He wants to make you almighty, He will make you almighty, and you still won't scratch the surface of what God Himself is. Bro, it's deep, bro. It's deep. People really don't know. Bro, I'm glad you sent a picture of the stars. And like we already know, there are far more stars, far, far, far more stars in the universe than there are grains of sands on all the beaches of the earth. Yet God keeps track of every single one of them, and he calls each one by name. And not one of them is missing before his beaming eyes. And not a single atom is missing before his sight, bro. Forget about the stars. Not a single atom is missing before his eyes, bro. Those who are dead are still constantly before his eyes as if they are still yet alive. No one goes unaccounted for. Even the hairs on our head are all numbered. Every atom is accounted for. And this is all light work for him. It's nothing. And everything that exists is basically is as good as non-existent. It's nothing. It's literally nothing. So someone who is this Yehovah, that's what his name is, Yehovah. This Yehovah, when he finally makes a living entity, right? When he finally makes someone, and then when he makes this person, and then he makes everything through this person that has just been made by this Almighty Yehovah, he isn't Yehovah, but bro, he is he is something, right? He ain't Yehovah, but he is something, and you're gonna respect him. And when he talks, he's gonna talk with authority to the point where since we don't have the slightest idea of who the Father is, we will easily mistaken the Son as being the Father. We will easily mistake the Son as being the Father because the Son is pretty much darn near all powerful because he's been made by someone who is far more than all powerful. So when the Son says the Father loves the Son very much and has given everything into the Son's hands, and he shows him all that he does. And when he says that my Father will make me king, and he gives the life-giving spirit, and he has granted the Son to also give this life-giving spirit so that the Son can raise the dead, because all will hear the voice of the Son and will be resurrected. And the voice of the Son is the voice of the archangel. The book of Thessalonians says this. And he says, this command I received from my Father. I and my Father are one. And I pray for my disciples to be one, just as I and my Father are one. He's not saying he is the Father. He's saying unity, just as much as the disciples are not one, but they will be in unison. The man and the woman will not be one, but they will be in unison, right? So when he speaks like this, remember, he is the firstborn of the Son, and no one else was made by the Father directly. Only the Son. Everything else was made through the Son. So the angels are sons of the Son. They're not sons of the Father, but they are still sons of the Father because we are all sons of Adam, but we are not directly sons of Adam, right? But the direct descendants of Adam, Seth, Abel, Cain, they are sons of Adam, but we are all sons of Adam, even though we didn't come directly from the loins of Adam. So when this Son speaks, bro, he is speaking with authority, and he tells you that this authority and these words are not my own words, and this command and this authority I received from my Father. He's letting you, and even when he goes to heaven, he speaks the same way. So it's not that he's saying that because he's a man on earth. No, because even in heaven, he calls God as my God, and that he says he sits on his Father's throne, and that we will sit on his throne, just as he sits with his Father on his throne. He has this same form of speech because the Father, bro, the Father is inconceivable. Inconceivable. So yeah, when this whole Trinity thing, the devil knows what he's doing, bro. That's why the majority of the world who are Christians believe in the Trinity. Well, yeah, I mean, if the majority believes it, it's a lie, bro. People don't know who God is, man, and but you and I, we starting to get the picture though.